Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is a 20th episode of the 5th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, this is available from the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, Raj, he wanted a 48 gaming marathon. He wanted to chill with his friends like the good old days. You know, he wanted just him, Leonard, Sheldon, and Howard to all just come together collectively, get lots of soda, get lots of candy, you know, eat out, take out, sleep, non-stop, no girls, no cell phones, nothing. You know, he's kind of feeling left out a little bit, and he just wanted to spend time with the guys. But obviously, everybody's kind of in the relationships now, and I'm not saying that they're forced to be in situations, but when you do have another half, you know, you do have to obviously take their feelings into consideration. And Leonard actually went over and he asked Penny, is she okay with it? You know, if he just kind of like ignores her for 48 hours and just spends time with the guys. And she's like, yeah, sure, you know, I'm not even actually that bothered. Now, Howard, he kind of like caved and he invited Bernadette over and bought her a gaming laptop and let her join in. And Sheldon, well, he was supposed to be going to a birthday party for one of Amy's family members, and he actually didn't go. You know, I actually felt sorry for Amy last episode. Sheldon, you know, just the way his character is, I knew that wasn't going to happen. She had to give him kind of the choice, like, come and spend time with me, your girlfriend, and introduce yourself to the family and people who really want to meet you, or leave me left and upset and go chill with your friends. And he was like, thank you, bye, and just left, you know what I mean? But I knew that was going to happen anyway. But it is good to see, obviously, like I said, you know, people in the relationships having to have these responsibilities of doing things for other people and stuff like that. And, you know, Raj ended up kind of blowing his top a little bit and saying, everybody out, I want to spend time with everybody, which they actually did do. They had a good time. And Howard was actually knocked and called upon by his mum, who was worried about him after he turned his phone off. He turned up to the apartment and he was like, oh, that's my ride. And he just ran away. So that is the end of that episode. We're getting close to the end of the season. I'm really excited to see how we conclude it. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Oh my god, I love this chicken.
Oh, you know what they say. Best things in life are free.
You can raid my fridge anytime you want.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Next time I have a hankering to wash down a D-cell battery with a jar of old pickle juice, I'll come a-knocking.
I'm supposed to ask you if you're bringing someone to the wedding.
I'll let you know.
I hate wedding receptions. Yeah, I wish the bride and groom would take a cue from Bilbo Baggins. You slip on the ring, disappear, and everyone goes home.
Anyway, you gotta let me know if you have a +1, because if not, my mom's trying to sneak in the doctor who sucked the fat out of her neck.
Fine. I'm coming and I'm bringing somebody. Kutrupali +1.
Who are you bringing?
Who are you bringing?
Who's bringing me? Who are you bringing?
I'm not telling. I'm from Asia. I'm mysterious. Deal with it. Hello, Mommy, Daddy. How are you?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
I think it's time.
It's finally happening. You're coming out of the closet, aren't you?
I'm not gay. If anything, I'm metrosexual. I'm tired of trying to meet someone, and I think I'd like you to help me find a wife.
Very smart move, son. Much better than marrying for love.
We married for love.
And it's been wonderful.
His dad's pretty funny, to be fair.
Quantum physics makes me so happy. It's like looking at the universe naked.
I was thinking about Sheldon's little joke the other night about me eating all your food.
No, that was no joke. I understand your confusion, as I am our group's resident cut-up.
Prove it.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting physicist.
Interrupting physicist?
Mew on.
Anyway, I got a little residual check from my commercial, and I thought, hey, how about I get the guys a little thank you to pay them back? Ta-da!
A vintage mint-in box 1975 Mego Star Trek transporter with real transporter action. Hot darn!
Ooh, am I about to get a rare Sheldon Cooper hug?
No, not this time. Then they wouldn't be special. Thanks, Penny.
I suppose that's true, though, isn't it? If you come to expect it, then it's not as good.
Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. A label maker!
Wow.
And I got you a transporter too!
Actually designed for my vintage Mr. Spock action figure.
Open it up and put them in there.
No, good lord, no.
Why, they're just toys?
They're mint-in box.
Mate, never open.
Once you open the box, it loses its value.
Yeah, my mom gave me the same lecture about my virginity.
Are you sure you want us here when you meet this woman?
Oh, yes. In my culture, it's expected to have a chaperone to oversee a first date. But with you guys here, I look like I'm 6'2".
They are both
Parents
small.
always chaperone the dances at my high school. They used to make us leave room between us for the Holy Spirit.
Now, Hindus do the same thing, except they leave room for a cow.
So arranged marriages, the parents just decide and then you have to get married?
No. I get a say in it. But I'm sure whoever shows up will be better company than the threesome I've been having with Aunt Jemima and Mrs. Butterworth. Be Lakshmi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
These are my friends. This is Bernadette.
Hello.
And this is Howard.
To be fair, you know, I actually just learned something then. I never actually knew that you had a say in if you wanted to marry the person or not. And, you know, that might just be my naivety because that's not my religion and it's not my culture. So, to be fair, with most things, if it's not something I'm in or like, you know, a part of, don't really pay attention to many of them things. Do you know what I mean? I suppose I should educate myself in stuff, but I just don't. It's just who I am. I actually thought like arranged marriages was just when like the parents was like, here's the suitor, here's that person, you are getting married. You don't have a say in it. You know, that I've just learned something there that he could say to his mum and dad, no, I don't like her. Can you find me somebody else? I didn't even know that was a thing, but she seems pretty. She seems all right. She's respectful as well. She kind of like nodded, you know, like kind of like bowed a small little bit to him. She's much better than the one. Do you remember that arranged date that Leonard went on and the girl comes straight from the gym and she was just like all over, all loud, sweating, not even dressed up? This girl looks much better.
Dr. Cooper,
Someone there?
down here on your desk.
Spock?
I need to speak with you.
The logical explanation is that this is a dream.
You could be hallucinating after being hit on the head by, say, a coconut. Now, to the matter at hand, you need to play with the transporter toy. What is the purpose of a toy?
To be played with.
Therefore, to not play with it would be...
Illogical. Oh, damn it, Spock, you're right.
You have to wake up first.
Oh, of course. Set phasers to dumb, right? I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. I did it. One to beam down, Mr. Scott. Aye, aye, Mr. Spock. Energize.
Oh, he's broke it.
Okay. Think.
That's bad, that, innit?
It's only logical.
That is bad, that, though, innit? I suppose it's broken because it's so old.
My goodness, that was delicious. I bet our parents are dying to know how things are going here.
Well, let's see.
Do you reckon they're all sat
3
together?
missed calls.
4 missed calls, 2 text messages, and a failed video chat. I win. But before we get their hopes up, we should probably make sure we're on the same page. I'm on the one where I'm under a lot of pressure from my parents to get married and settle down and have a family, and I'm going to do it so they don't find out I'm gay.
Like, dude on dude, but with women?
I know fake marriage isn't an honest way to live, but you of all people should know how difficult it is to come out in our culture. The chocolate lava cake, the little soaps in the bathroom, and I'm sorry, but you're wearing more perfume than I am. Fill in the blank. I love the nightlife.
I like to boogie.
Got you.
With women. I like to boogie with women.
You were exactly the kind of phony baloney husband I was looking for.
Wait. You don't want to put a bite of that in your mouth without trying my homemade chantilly cream. Yeah, okay, that time I heard it.
The thing is, alright, to me, Raj has never give off a gay vibe, if I'm being totally honest. Like, you can be a person that's open and just flamboyant, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people in life that like to wear, like, crazy outfits and, you know, bright pink and stuff, and obviously, just the way they are, they're flamboyant, but it doesn't mean that they're gay. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never actually once, if I'm being totally honest, regardless of the times that we've seen Raj and Howard together, and they always make these innuendos and conversations and stuff like that. And even when people, like, say stuff like Leonard's mum, I never actually thought once that he ever looked gay or sounded gay or acted gay, if I'm being totally honest. And I kind of feel tight in him again, because when it looked like it was going well, it's obviously come crumbling down again.
2 suns and no sunscreen. What is it now, Tiny Spock?
I am very disappointed in you.
You're the one who told me to play with it.
If I told you to jump off the bridge of the Enterprise, would you do it?
If I got on the bridge of the Enterprise, I would never, ever leave. I got away with it. Leonard has his toy, and he's never going to open it, so he won't know it's broken. And I have a toy that isn't broken.
Now do the right thing.
You know what you are? Well, you're a green-blooded buzzkill. Cooper to Enterprise, 1 to beam up.
He always has them nightmares of them chasing him, doesn't he?
For lunch?
One sec. Oh, good. Ma would have killed me if she found out I broke my retainer. Sure. How are things going?
We hit a couple of bumps. She lives over in Manhattan Beach, so it takes like an hour to get there. And she's a lesbian.
Then why did she even go out with you?
She was looking for a husband so she can appear to be straight. But I'm actually thinking about doing it.
Okay, well, so the reason that might sound crazy is because it's crazy.
It's a great deal. We both get our parents off our backs. I don't have to come home to an empty apartment every night. Plus, once I'm married, I can finally eat carbs again and let myself go. This one wants to marry me. I might never find another one who does.
But, so you're seriously thinking about marrying someone you're never gonna have sex with?
Believe your attitude. I thought you were in favor of gay people getting married.
Yes, to other gay people.
The thing is, though, this doesn't solve Raj's problem, does it? He's saying get his parents off his back, but they're not really ever on it. They might occasionally say this, this, and this, but they're not nagging him. And was his whole purpose not to be lonely? You know what I mean? But, like, for example, how can I say it? If she's in his house, she's technically just a friend. She's just a roommate, and he could just get that anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, if that's his case, then why doesn't he actually just put an ad up and just bring somebody in? You know what I mean? What's the point in having a female counterpart in the apartment that, first of all, you can't talk to unless you've had a drink, and second of all, she's going to show you no companionship or no physical contacts, and she's not going to solve your loneliness needs anyway. Do you know what I mean? In fact, they're probably going to be with somebody else, and you might be more lonely because that's another person in your life that's in a relationship and you're not. So I don't think this solves his thing at all. Guilt's taking over.
I don't want a broken toy.
Cannot believe you guys aren't gonna play with these.
I told you, you don't. It's mint in box.
It's a waste. Relax, I'm just looking at the box.
Perhaps you should look with your eyes and not your muscular Nebraska man hand.
I bought you this because I wanted you to have fun with it.
I mean, it's from you. I'm never gonna sell it. I'm opening it. Yes. It's broken.
What?
Oh, nice job, man hands.
You just take it to Stuart and ask for a refund.
Break it? I guess Stuart sold it to me like this.
I'll be mad at Stuart.
You know, I paid a lot for this. Let's take it over there and show him.
Absolutely.
It was me. I opened your toy, discovered it was broken, and didn't tell you.
Why would you open mine?
I didn't. That was a lie. My Mr. Spock doll came to me in a dream and forced me to open it. And when the toy broke, I switched it for yours. And then I was attacked by a Gorn.
Okay, that I believe.
Leonard, Penny, I want you both to know that I regret my actions towards the two of you. That's a lie. Leonard, even though I don't have one anymore, I hope you have fun playing with it.
And that's a lie,
It's
right?
a big fat whopper.
This is a treat. What brings you guys by?
Raj, Howie told me what's going on with you and Lakshmi.
You told her?
I told everybody.
So while I'm waiting for this mysterious perfect match who may or may not exist, I'm supposed to just be alone? Oh my goodness. Aren't you the cutest little Yorkie ever? Let's go see if you fit in my man purse.
That's your sexual my ass.
Right, I love dogs. That, you know, I shown you my dog's actually like 2 episodes ago, innit? The white one, he's actually had his hair cut now. Mate, he was booked in for months. Well, he looks so good now. He's so clean. He smells so nice. But I love animals, you know. That is perfect. Yeah, I was talking about what is it gonna do? Bringing another roommate in or a person, an acquaintance? Well, first of all, like I said, it's a female, so he could hardly speak to them. But second of all, it's just gonna probably make him feel worse because he's obviously going to be in there, and they're potentially going to be in another relationship, and it's going to make him feel left out. Where actually, if you think about it, here, when you've got an animal, it gives you a responsibility, it gives you a feeling, a need. You know what I mean? Like every day, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, or sometimes earlier, get the dogs walked. You know what I mean? Then I come back and go to work. Come back home again, 6, 7 o'clock, walk the dogs, you know. I have to feed them, take them out weekends. It's just like, it just gives you some sort of responsibility. If he's lonely, you won't be lonely with a pet. Like I said, I've got a cat as well. It's massive, honestly. It's like the size of the dogs. It's a ragdoll. And it's literally always meowing up and down, and you're playing with it. And it's like, mate, if you lived in a house and you was on your own, You know, it's so much better to have an animal around that keeps you occupied. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could be here and I could be bored, but like the dog could be running around, I could be playing with it. It gives me something to do, to go outside, it gives me a purpose, you know what I mean? I'm not lonely. You could talk to it, you could play with it, and I don't know. I feel like bringing the animal in there is just an actually great idea. I don't know if it's going to be a continuous thing, because like I always say, I love continuity, but you know, bringing it in instead of obviously fake marriage, I think that is a good thing. I think it's really clever from them, honestly. Really clever. I like it. And I'd love to see a couple of episodes with him bonding and playing with the dog and see if it makes his mood get better. Do you know what I mean? See if it's actually achieved its purpose of making him happy. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, you know, Sheldon got a toy today. He didn't want to open it. Leonard didn't as well. And I understand that Penny was saying that she bought it for him to play with. But, like, there's a difference between, like, toys to play with and toys to collect. You know, like, the reason why you buy something to collect is to collect. You know, if you wanted to play with it, then you would buy another one similar, or you just buy two of them so you can open one and keep one. But I understand why he swapped it over. It probably broke as well because it was so old, and the reason, you know what I mean, it's not been ever played with. It's just sat there kind of like deteriorated over time, and obviously he's trying to spin it and mess with it, and it's obviously just broke it all into pieces. And I do like the fact that he kept lying and then telling the truth, and then lying and telling the truth, in terms of that's a lie, okay, that's a lie, yeah, that was a lie, you know, until he got to the truth. And then at the end he was like, I hope you have fun playing with it. Yeah, again, that is a lie. But interestingly though, here's the question, right? Just because it's a collectible doesn't mean that it's not a toy that's been sold in a store, regardless if it's 20 years old. You only deem it as a collectible, if that makes sense. So, like, it's not definition a collectible. It's just a toy. Same as the one that's made in the shop 2024 is the same as the one that's made in 1990. You know, if you go to a store and somebody sells it you, if you open it, because that's its intended purpose, you know, and play with it and it breaks instantly, you're not entitled to go back and get a refund or an exchange. That's what I'd be doing anyway. I understand it's not Stuart's fault, but at the end of the day, you know, Penny, a consumer who's not a collectible person, would have bought that to play with it. And if she opened it and touched it and it broke apart, just like Sheldon did, then surely she's entitled to a refund or a return or an exchange. So I'd be down there straight away, me. I know that, you know, they was going to do that until he stood up and told them the truth after lying a bit and they're telling them the truth. But that's what I would have done, me. I would have gone down unlucky for Stuart. Hopefully we get to see him, though. I actually do enjoy him. He's quite funny, to be honest. And it was a good gesture from Penny. Let's be honest, you know, she does always kind of skimp off them, use the Wi-Fi, eat the food, don't really give them no money. Probably get even worse now she's back in a relationship with Leonard. And I like the fact that Sheldon calls her out on it, but not in a malicious way, just like a friendly banter way. He never, like, says it's so bad that it makes her feel bad, you know what I mean? Or just change the Wi-Fi or something, like, Penny, get your own, you know what I mean? Penny never gets this. And, you know, it's good to see her return the favour. And I like the fact that when Sheldon went over and she thought she was going to get a hug, he was like, no, mate, you know, if you expect that every time, then it doesn't become famously, do you know what I mean? So this time, do you know what I mean? I thought that was actually really good. I enjoyed that part of it. So big up to Penny for giving it to them, and well done for Sheldon to actually, you know, admitting to his errors towards the end. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.